put us down just because we get around. And the things they do look awful cold. Oh, I'd die before I get old. This is my generation, baby. This is how to play My Generation by The Who, one of my favourite songs to play live in my old covers band, and a great one to play along to the record as well. We're going to cover the super easy version just on one string, so everyone following my channel, even if you only have an acoustic guitar, will be able to play this song. But we're also going to look at how to do it with the chords that I just demoed and the little lead lines that we can do. We're covering the whole song. Everyone should be able to follow it. Tabs on the website. Let's get straight in for the close-up. My Generation by The Who. So the really, really, really easy way to play this song is just to play the root notes of each chord. So what we need to do is play the thickest string and the 3rd fret 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, camera, stay in focus. There we go. Hold in there, chappy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to move to the 1st fret and also go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the absolute easiest way to play the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can either slide with your 1st finger or maybe play this 3rd fret with your 3rd finger or middle finger and move over accordingly. So the idea would be, people try to put us down just because we get around. And continuing in that fashion, and every time he says My Generation, just keep going a further time, and then we keep going in that fashion. All you have to do until around halfway through the song is just know the lyrics to the song, know how it goes. So as you can hear, that sounds quite bare. As I said in the intro, the original is tuned down a whole step, which you don't want to do likely. So what we're going to do to fill out the rest of the chords is I'd really recommend playing this G, which is very odd for a G chord. We're going to play the 3rd fret, thickest string, with your 3rd finger. We're going to have your little finger on fret 3 of the 2nd string, and we're not going to play string 6. We're not going to play the thickest string, okay? We're just going to strum the thickest 5 strings. And that allows us to move our 1st finger without too much of a stretch to basically hold down the 1st fret like this. I've just done that for demo purposes. And that would sound like... People try to put us down. And we are muting with the 1st finger when it goes to 1st fret, the string underneath. People try to put us down just because we get around. And I'm not trying to cause a big sensation. So yes, quite awkward fingering. So another option, if that is totally, because this is like the 1st half of the song is just those 2 chords. There's a bass solo in there. Boom, 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 boom. But essentially they're the only 2 chords. So another way of doing it, another way of adding an F to a G is to do the 4 or all fingers G, little finger 3rd, standard G like this, and then move it down 2 strings. So that would sound like... Not quite as, to the record, but as I say, we're not really doing to the record anyway, because they tuned down so far. But that way of doing it, just so that everyone could jam along. Or just a final recap. Or super easy way. And then you should be able to have a good old play along to the record just with those skills. However, when we get to around the bass solo area, there starts to be a bit more lead guitar involved. So this is where you want to be playing what I would call the kind of finger style G, which is a standard G, but played with finger 2, 3, and then 4. And what we're going to do is add in some extra stuff, something like this. And you can do this sort of at your will. What we're doing is playing the G. We don't need the little finger on if you don't play that thinnest string, which is difficult, but it's doable. And then we add the first finger, first fret of the second string, and then the little finger. You could even do it even easier than that, just by playing these two strings together. And we want to play the little riff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as I say, that would sort of get you through the bass solo area. As soon as it's after the bass solo, we're back to that again. And then we have, it almost feels like a key change, this part of the song, but it is just a change of chords. Then we're going to play the A chord in the rock fashion like this. And that's also the first chord of Won't Get Fooled Again. Such a classic, just from one chord there. But what we're going to do here is go. So we play the one finger A chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then middle finger. I'd keep the first finger down. It's a bit more authentic. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the middle finger's going down on the G. Or you could just play a kind of standard G chord. But I think that's better for that first key change section. People try to put us down just because we get around. They do look awful cold. Oh, I die before I get old. And here we have this chord that we can start to add in, which is almost like a B minor chord without the little finger. It's also the chord from All Right Now. Yes, you should strictly play it All Right Now like that, but just for illustration purposes, this is the chord that we're playing. Middle finger and third finger added to the A chord. So that's what's happening there until the next change when we move up to a bar chord, and this is going to be a bar chord at 6th fret, and it's a 6-string root note, so we're moving up string 6 and playing this. You don't try to put us down very high just because we get around. So it's 6, 6, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 4, 6. Or, if you don't like moving or you just want to vary it slightly, keep the middle finger down but take the little and third finger off. For that second chord, and you get that kind of feel again. People try to put us down just because we get around. Trying to cause a big sensation. Just talking about my generation. It's my generation. My generation. we do a windmill while we're playing just the standard C chord. My guitar slipped a little bit out of tune. Keep it there for now, and all we're going to do is go down to an F major 7, which is the middle finger down, and add the little finger onto a C chord like this. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's also a hint of a C7 in there as well, but that's the gist of it. To memorize the structure of this one, which is all important, you need to listen to the original record and keep going through it and listen for those changes, and either write some notes for yourself as to when to change, or just follow the chord sheet that's provided for you at andyguitar.co.uk. But so much of this kind of song, it just ends up being, you know, rather than verse, chorus, it's riff 1, riff 2, you know, section 1, section 2. So I really recommend that you listen to the song and get to know it well if this is one that you want to do in, just jam along to the record with, or do in a rock covers band or anything like that. This is a fantastic one to do, and that is everything for how to play My Generation. Check out the Oasis version, which is on the website, as well as the Who version, as I say, to check out those, but it's the original record that you want to be referencing as much as anything. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the other videos on the screen now if you want to check out more of my stuff.